most men that I meet, it doesn't last past 7 days. Some women, it's like they'll do anything to be close or in the vicinity of a man who they feel like has it.
How do you go to the club?
I mean, pay attention to
somebody
the
have
wrinkles.
wrinkles to know that. Oh,
Because I look. And I feel like people come into relationships or like come into a partnership and just be like, oh, I want to just take and take and take. And they take from women too. It's not all about money. They take in different things. Like if I'm praying for you, encouraging you, putting you on a game, sometimes me sharing knowledge is putting you on. So if you're not giving me that and if you're just taking from me and taking from me, that's a problem. I'm not doing that.
all right. My name is Oyebanji Akins, and we're live on CTDA, and you already know. I'm sure you guys might have met these wonderful people that are here. They already, they've been here before. So, we're not doing it alone. We have these beautiful ladies here with us, and I'm not gonna go too much into it because my producer says I shouldn't say too much. We have Yoyo. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, man. And we have my beautiful, beautiful that we've been fighting before the camera. We've been poking ourselves.
Big Lisa, that's a little one.
Yeah, so if you see this, this thing going is gonna be me and her anyway. Yeah. So, it's nice to have you wonderful ladies with us. The topic that I just want us to talk about is, relationship in Houston. Mm-hmm. What have been the experience for you guys? What have been what do you, because we are the men. Mm-hmm. And it's a privilege we're having you to join us to this. What are the things you think, should we use the word red flag? Or what are the things that you feel like, nah, because I heard some rumor that y'all said we ain't shit in Houston. Is that true?
Yes. Yes, it is true. A lot of men here are not consistent. I feel like they'll try, well, really they don't pursue. But when they somewhat do, they're not consistent with it. Like I can honestly say, most men that I meet, it doesn't last past 7 days.
Dang!
Wow!
Jesus Christ!
7 days.
That's your standard is so high, man.
That's crazy.
Wait.
7 days.
Damn!
I want you to continue. I don't want to say no.
We're not gonna stop you. Just keep going.
7 days. That's a big standard, bro. Jesus Christ. Y'all, what kind of man? 7 days.
7 days.
7 days. I mean, you got the what you doing and good morning me to death men that never want to plan a date, never want to. I mean, stop me when I'm lying.
No.
But yeah, you got those, and then you got the ones that I'm just so busy. But it's like, I mean, well then you shouldn't even be trying to date if you're that busy. Yeah, they're just not consistent.
So to you feel like. Listen, what you gonna say to what you said?
They trash.
Jesus Christ, y'all just straight.
A place for dating is a place to party. So, like I said previously, Houston is work, party, fuck. That's what Houston is. There's really not a place to
work, party, fuck. That's her three. Her three things.
WPW. What party?
No, WPF.
That's a slang now. I like that. WPF. Y'all got to pick that. WPF. Just say it like that. Houston, WPF. Work party. I've never heard that though.
And they don't know how to sit down. It's like they have.
What you mean they don't know how to sit down? Okay, go ahead.
They have to go out. Let me say Wednesday through Sunday.
Oh, girl, please.
Monday,
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. They outside.
And what is wrong with that? Like, what do you think is
But
yeah.
There's a lot of things wrong.
So if your woman was outside Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
how would y'all feel?
How would you feel?
Oh, so you mean like men be outside Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, like every day?
7
days a week.
But it take you how long, bro? Like. Y'all go together, just damn.
How you guys know they're Mondays? If you're not,
I just want to know. Wait.
No, the man is Monday, Tuesday. If you're not going there,
that's what I'm about to say.
Does that make sense? No, talk to me. You gotta know he's there because how would you know I was there on Tuesday?
Because if
you were there on Tuesday with me, because you were there on Tuesday.
That's what I asked. Like
that's not always the case. And that's not always the case.
Okay, what's always the case?
If you know this man and y'all are texting. And it's like, so hey, what you doing tonight? Or hey, what you do last night? Or hey, what you eat last night?
All right, okay.
So you feel like
I went to steak night and such.
So you feel like it's wrong for a man to be outside every day after work?
I'm not saying it's right or it's wrong. You do what you want to do, but there's just certain things you're not gonna do with me.
Period.
So I mean, be who you are, baby, all day long.
But I have a question for you ladies though, because y'all, I appreciate you being able to take so basic about things in Houston men do. But what about what ladies do to men that make men to set that kind of way of life? If a man don't want to be at home, be outside, that's something you're doing. Now, if you're saying it's 7 days, you don't think the standard is too high those 7 days? I'm just saying.
What do you mean the standard is too high?
So when you said every relationship is 7 days, like I'm out. So if it happens like that, is it a vibe? Is it a kind of people? Or what do you think you're doing that makes them not to be in that?
Well, first of
Or
all,
it's been like the wrong ones?
First of all,
like
we're
that.
not gonna say it's anything that I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I like that.
But
I'll just put you on the line so that we can be sure of what you say, 7 days.
oh yeah, I can take some accountability. But
I like that.
I can also say too that I feel like, now ladies, I'm gonna get on y'all real quick.
Good.
Okay.
I like that.
But because I feel like women nowadays, some women, it's like they'll do anything to be close or in the vicinity of a man who they feel like has it, or a nigga that's on, or you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like they'll do anything. So these men sometimes date these women and they get used to that.
So it becomes the standard. They want to go with
but then when you approach someone like me who has standards, or someone who's just not going to let you do whatever you want to do and have your cake and eat it too, then it's like, oh, it's too hard over here. It's too difficult. Let me go back over here because it's easy.
I think personally for me, what I would just say to everything you ladies have been sharing, for my own perspective of a man, I think it's all about perspective of where we stay, who we are, the kind of people we hang around. I'm not going to say I'm not a victim of that, but I think it's all about growth. And the more you grow, the more it makes you to set a standard for yourself. So I don't think anything you guys are saying is wrong, but the only one I want to talk about is WPF. I don't think that's true. I think you just...
Well, it is.
Honestly, I agree.
Jesus Christ.
I agree. I was telling...
Yeah, it is.
I was
You
definitely...
were so like...
Yeah, she has this. I'm gonna go back. She has this thing with this older man and uncles. What's your? You have something with uncles.
The,
What?
the Nigerian uncles.
Oh,
That's
well,
all.
what do you? What's up with
Nah,
Nigerian?
I'm a
uncles?
Nigerian before you go for my uncles. I just want to be sure.
I mean, I love Nigerians. No
Thank
shade,
you.
but
Okay.
however, like there's people in their late 40s, late 50s,
Late 40s and 50s.
late
Okay.
40s and 50s,
Mhm.
out in these clubs preying on young women with bare bellies, talking about they're not happy at home. So
They're telling you they're not happy
they're
at
not
home.
happy at home.
I'm glad
And
you
I
shared
don't-
this.
And I don't care. And it's annoying because
So,
But how do they stop the
No.
conversation?
Big Vic, I'm about to come for you. Wait.
Why would I
Now,
wait?
wait. I like you saying this.
Right.
I'm with you on this. I'm definitely with you. Now, remember, I think we have an episode that I'm not sure I can remember when we did it. When we talk about, when I was talking about what
I think I
is
recall.
50-year-old man doing a club?
club,
Like,
right.
what exactly are you doing?
Right.
Because you're taking
And they
away
lying saying they're
20-something
35.
year old,
I can see the wrinkles.
30-year-old vibe.
I can see
No. So
She
I'm,
said she could see the
I can see the
wrinkles.
wrinkles.
so Jesus Christ, God,
They
you take it
lying.
out deep, bro.
Yeah.
In the club, how do you go to the club?
Hey, pay
Know
attention to
somebody
the
have
wrinkles.
wrinkles to know their fucking hole.
Because I look. What you mean?
What did we do to you, man? What did our uncles do?
Yeah.
Who said the
She
wrong
said
word?
the pork
Why are you
belly.
coming up to me?
Who said the wrong word? What are they saying? What kind of thing they say?
I'm not happy at home.
They're
Like,
not happy at
Oh,
home.
you're beautiful. I'm not happy at home. What are you doing tonight?
So let me
Are you
wait. So I want to ask this.
I must attract them. I don't know how.
But
Please, Lord.
But wait. I want you to help us in this because this is very wonderful what she's
Yeah.
saying. Actually, the reason why I said it's wonderful is if a Nigerian man go to a club in the night and all the lines you can use to again say you're not happy at home. Now the question I want to ask you is, I can be in my 40s and my 30s and say I'm not happy at home. It's different. When you're in your late 40s, 50, that's deep. Because that means you have a grown up, like almost half of me at home that you're going to talk to. So if they could come to you, do you think it's like more like a line or like genuinely telling you they're not happy at
I
home?
think they're really not happy at home.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
I think it's a line. I think they're
That's-
just trying
that's what I- that's why
I think they're just
that's why
trying
I
to strike
stress it
a
like that.
conversation. That's my
Why are you up
opinion.
in the club and you 50-something years old? You should be at home. With your
Oh, no, that's, you don't know Nigerians. No. So let me correct you on that. See, in Nigeria, even in your 60s, they
still
still
go
out
out.
taking bottles like this.
Yeah, I
still
have
go
seen
out.
people with a cane, so I know.
So that's how I'm thinking.
I've seen a guy across the front with a cane. So
Wait, in Nigerians do?
Nigerian with a cane.
Now,
I think you exaggerate a little bit now. Come on.
One thing I ain't gonna lie.
You ain't gonna lie,
I
I know
seen a
you.
Nigerian with a cane at Prospect Park.
But how you know he's Nigerian though?
So wait.
Like seriously, you didn't answer my
Vikk,
question.
I need to ask you this question.
my
Please.
God.
What did we do that you take so much details and with wrinkles? We use Steve. What man? That's all Nigerians, bro. That's just you got our only. What did we do?
No, because you guys are here in Houston. You're everywhere. So
Okay.
I feel like we're over too much now for somebody like you because we
you're,
kind of
you're,
like too much.
you're everywhere though. So
Okay.
that's why I see you guys and y'all approach women and
So advise Nigerian uncles what you like. You know things you've never had a chance to tell them. Like y'all stop doing this.
stop lying about your age.
One.
Okay. Stop
Uh-oh.
lying that y'all not married.
Two.
Y'all married or
Uh-oh.
divorced.
Okay.
So you feel like if they're being real, you still gonna like.
If they were real, he's saying if they were
than
real and they
lying,
came
right?
up to you like, listen, I'm married, I got kids, I like you, I want to talk to you. What's going on?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but you want them to still be real though, like instead of
Yeah,
lying.
be real. Just be real. Like I'm 45. You know, I'm divorced or I'm married. I'm having fun. You know, some people like to be tricked on. There's many African American women out here like to be tricked
That
on by
wouldn't
old
care.
Nigerians, and they literally say that. Like I'm looking for old. They go to the Vienna, or Cloud9, living room, whatever you want to name them, and they out here waiting for old Nigerian men to get tricked on.
I think I think they say one thing that I noticed from what she said is about there's some ladies out there that should I say that downplay the standard that makes some men to move like that too. Because I feel like it's all about once I can get a hit one time, I feel like that's how it's gonna be every time. I'm just saying my own. So
that's what they do.
yeah, so it's good you sharing this because they can
Yeah.
know like not all ladies are having that kind of mentality. I'm not gonna go after saying how anybody feel they want to use that line is bad. I just feel like when it becomes something obvious, that means is not going right. So I'm glad you're sharing those for anybody that might be listening to you because some people don't even know it's wrong.
Yeah.
You understand? Like nobody have able to tell them like, nah, nigga, you're too cheesy. Like don't do that. So it's good you saying it for us actually, but from behalf of my uncles, man, don't look for us anymore.
Don't look for me. I'm not looking for y'all. Y'all looking for them.
So wait, so let's move away from Nigeria. Let me come back to the relationship part. So I have this to tell you. As a man, you ladies share to us what you guys are looking for or what you think when it comes to relationship. I think for me being here, I'm a Nigerian, and most of my friends will laugh when they watched it. I don't even date Nigerians. Like should we use the word foreigners? Like because I'm back from home too.
So you don't date Nigerian women?
Yeah, I don't really
okay.
date Nigerian. I'm Americans. So what have helped me in that I've noticed is there's something I wanted to ask you ladies now. Do you think American women set too much standard when it comes to Nigerian men versus when it comes to American men?
I'm gonna let Yo-Yo speak about
Okay.
When you say set a standard,
Yeah.
you're saying like
Well,
we're
expectation.
harder on you guys than we are on American men?
No, the expectation.
Your
I'm just
expectations,
saying,
like,
I'm
you
not gonna
have-
use the word hard. I don't think
You
any
have a
woman is
high
hard.
expectations of
Is there like a
Africans
way
and
when you look at
Nigerians.
an African and when you look at an
Look at
American?
Americans. Like
Do you think
feel-
you're putting them on the same fair share? Like, yeah. Forget about money, education, anything. Once you this, do you think that come? I just want to know. Because the conversation I've had and people have not been able to tell me how I've not been able to have something that got me confused. Like, yeah. To me, I feel like, yeah, I'll be too hard on Nigerians or African than Black Americans.
For me, I feel like it's the same, but that's just me. I mean, I don't discriminate. Who I like is who I like. So
like
the same standard I'm gonna have for an American man is the exact same standard I'm gonna have for a Nigerian man or any other man that I date. So I can't really speak to that because I don't feel like I discriminate in that way.
So yeah, I like that you put the word discriminate because that's not where we're going. So my own way, like I said, I'm a Nigerian. Like there's a standard that I want that I feel like Americans give me. I don't get from Nigerians. It's not like I don't like Nigerians. It's not like I wouldn't date Nigerians. But there's an expectation when I come to that Nigerian that you must have. Conversation I want to have. So I feel like in respect of what it is, American give me that because I want to know more. So I'm coming from Nigeria, I know everything about Nigerians. But Americans, I don't know. So when I date an Americans, I'm getting to know more. That's what I mean for me. So it's not like discriminating part. But I feel like when it comes to, for example, there's a rumor that, I'm not even going to say a rumor, it's something that you guys might not have heard about. It's in our community we talk about, like, a lot of Nigerian women don't date American men.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? That's what
That's
I'm going
fair.
about. So
Yeah.
that's what I mean. I don't mean like in a bad way. So when you ask most Nigerian women, let's say we have a Nigerian woman, I've talked about it. We have some couple of episodes that I just feel like, it's not like they don't like them. It's just a standard of what it was.
Yeah. I mean,
So that's what I
honestly-
mean.
Honestly, because like I do have a friend who she only dates Nigerians. And honestly, I feel like in America, a lot of, Nigerians kind of have taken the bar a bit higher.
Okay, I like
So
that.
the American men kind of don't meet the standard when it comes to how Nigerians value their woman.
All right.
Big Vic, what's your own? Because you haven't said nothing about that.
Because I'm just asking questions. I'm learning from because this is a female's perspective they're talking about. So I'm just learning.
Yeah.
But I have a question. Either one of you could take it. Do you guys feel? I get that a lot. Like I feel like African Americans feels like the African women are jealous when an African American is dating a Nigerian. Have you? I'm not gonna put you guys on the spot, but have you heard that before?
Yeah,
Do you
like
feel
to
that?
hear
I'd like to know
I
from a
have-
female's perspective.
Yeah.
I feel like I have seen it.
Okay.
I have walked in a restaurant with an African man, and I can see the eyes, their face, their energy, like their lips twitched up. And it's like, I just met this guy yesterday. Give me something to eat. I don't even know him, period. But at the same time, it's like, I feel like like the Nigerian culture, they want their men to date their women. Like, that's the culture thing. That's what, I just feel like I have friends. So I just know, like, that's the perspective of what they want. So when they see, like, we're in 2025, of course. But when they see, like, American woman or another nationality, I'm not going to lie. When I see different races, I'm not gonna I look here and there, but I have cousins that's married to white women, married to Spanish women. So it's like, I'm used to it, but do I happen to turn my head? Yes. Not because I'm disgusted or anything, it's just that, it's just like, oh, I have seen black men treat a different race better than a black woman. And their mom is black.
Wow.
And that's disgusts me.
Wow.
Or they say, oh, I don't like dark-skinned women. And their mom dark-skinned. And you darker than me. So how you don't... You know what I'm saying? So I have seen that. I have seen that. So, like, yeah, when I notice little things, I be looking like, oh, okay. Especially if I know you personally. And I seen how your ex was this race. And then you date this person. And now...
Damn, you be pulling up the details and people are like that.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna clap that too.
I like that. Can I add to Big Vic? I want
Go
to add to because I really like what you're saying. That's very, very wonderful thing you're saying. And I would like to know more and say, like, what would you like to say? This is the thing I keep saying this because the reason why we have our podcast is to help people. There's one thing we have here is like, we're not saying anybody's right. We're not forcing anybody's truth, but it's a room to always educate people. What would you like to say to all these people? Because sometimes I feel like in my own experience, we are all just living of what we know. Some people haven't have somebody to tell them the truth.
Yeah.
So until somebody can put it out there for them, like, damn, I never knew. You listen to some songs, you're like, damn, that line get to me. So what would you like to share to such people?
Let's make it clear. Everybody has a preference, right? I'm not going to say, like, I like dark men. I'm not into light-skinned men. But at the same time, I can look at a light-skinned man and be like, you know, they're handsome. You know, I'm not going to deny them because of their, their skin color. But at the same time, I have a preference. So I just say, like, get to know someone, who they are. Looks fade. At the end of the day, as you get older, looks fade. Like, the spirit, what you have inside is important. So I want to tell people, like, get to know a person. Because sometimes you may look and be like, why is this man with this girl? She's not even all that. But it's not about that. This woman can cook. This woman care for this person. This woman pray for this man. This woman been for this man since the beginning, before he even had money. So people need to stop looking at the looks and look at what's within.
Man, thank you for sharing that, because I think out of everything we've talked about, I like the part that you said, because you just said some things I never even knew about, and that's every day we learn. Like, I always feel like I just get some new thing in my head, like, wow, like, I don't even know things like this really happen in that way. The fact that somebody can date this and go out there and switch and say, I don't like this, it goes out who they are in terms of what they're still struggling.
Because you could be the most beautiful girl or the most handsome guy. It doesn't mean like
Change
your
the character
attitude sucks.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's the one thing people
Like,
fail to understand,
They
though.
gonna keep me? Shit. I don't care. What you got there too. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think the truth heal people don't like to listen. It's not like people don't like to hear.
Yeah.
My experience in America and between all race that I've been around, we just I will talk about black people. I think we're being opportune to have so much that we haven't know how to use it. social media has given us the chance to know ourselves more than how it is, but we are not taking time to use it to know what we're supposed to know. I think if you notice music, anything we do, the most biggest one that go viral are the bad things. The good things don't really go big like that. You have to say some bullshit before people want to watch you. If you don't say no bullshit, nobody cares. Right. So what all these things she's saying is something that we don't get to hear. I don't even think I've ever had a podcast that talk about things like this. And if you do, we haven't get to see it yet.
Because people are scared to say what's reality. What's reality is people are worried about the aesthetics of life. Let me date this man. What can he do for me? I mean, he got to do something. You're a man. But at the same time, it's like, what are you doing for the man? You know what I'm saying? It's a partnership. And do I believe in 50-50? No, absolutely not. But do I believe in 80-30? Yes. But at the same time, it's like, if my partner is going down and he lost his job, as a woman, you need to help that person because it's a team. And I feel like people come into relationships or like come into a partnership and just be like, oh, I want to just take and take and take. And they take from women too. It's not all about money. They take in different things. Like if I'm praying for you, encouraging you, putting you on a game, sometimes me sharing knowledge is putting you on. So if you're not giving me that and if you're just taking from me, that's a problem. I'm not doing that. We have to be a sync.
Yo, what you think about that? You have what do you think about, I know she mentioned something about 50-50. Are you in tune with that? You think that? So you think 80-20 or like, what's your take on that?
I think everybody's situation, everybody's situation is definitely different.
Okay.
And again, I just think it's down to, what are you exactly putting in that 50-50? You know what I mean? Now, for me, do I absolutely want my man to provide? Absolutely. Right. But I'm also going to bring my portion as well. So I just think everybody's situation is different. So to say, oh, your man ain't doing it right because he's not paying all the bills, but he may be checking off other boxes.
Exactly.
So, I mean, it's kind of hard to say. But for me,
for you,
do I want my man to provide? Absolutely.
Do you want him to provide in totality, like the whole game, like the whole thing, or just partial, just whatever he can?
I feel like if we're gonna break it down, I feel like wherever we're living, if it's rent, if it's mortgage, that's him.
Okay.
100%.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. Okay.
And I can pick up in other areas.
Another areas. Okay, so that's technically 50-50. No way. Like you're doing this and he's doing. Okay.
Yeah. I want to ask you ladies a question. Do you think every relationship is transactional or it's real love? And do you believe in real love in a relationship or it should be transactional?
I'm gonna go
first. So, the transactional thing, I think that is more of a new thing. But I can't say that I really feel like real love truly still exists. I mean, let me not say it doesn't exist. It does, but I mean, the percentage is like maybe 5%. Like, I truly feel like people
You mean in this age gap now of people?
Yes.
2025.
Absolutely. I feel like these people now, it's strictly off a transaction. It's beneficial. What can you do for me? What can I do for you? How can you get me to the next level? Like, how can I see myself with you in that sense? But not real love, no.
What about you? Like, I just want to hear your own view about it.
I do think it's transactional. I feel like, what can I get from you? Like, everybody, I feel like it's not like back in the day. Like, when I grew up in, like, middle school, we didn't even have cell phones. Like, we used to be waiting on the house phone, putting a call. Like, it was, like, real love. Like, even though I was young, but I feel like now it's, like, what can I get from you? Like,
Big, what about you?
Bro, I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't gonna hold shit.
I have something to say. I have something to say.
No. So, but for real, like,
yeah.
I just, what I feel, it's, I really don't think the real love I don't think it exists anymore. I think that's my own perspective. I think what can you give me and what can I, in this generation, what can you give me, what can I bring to the table? In that process, we both come together and make things happen.
I think I want us to, for me, it's a topic I still want us to like do maybe like part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5. Because there's a lot of things we could break that we can all share and learn from it. Like people can listen to us and learn a lot. Because you guys are saying some very deep thing That for me, I would just say to end this particular episode for anybody that watching us, this is CTD. We're here to connect the dots, and connecting the dots is what we mean is saying, sharing our views, and being able to have different experience and be able to help you guys in learning one or two things. And like we always say, we're just a common guy, common ladies. Well, when I say that, I don't mean common, but I'm trying to make it seem like you can understand like somebody big that doesn't have a day-to-day activities of what is really happening in their world. For us saying a lot of things, that's a very deep thing that we don't get to hear every time about Nigerians. That age gap. So. We want you to stay tuned more because we definitely would love to bring them back to have them onto this particular conversation. For me, I would just add this to this is to say I believe in transactional, but I never grew up believing in transactional. But I feel like transactional help because everything you guys said is the same transactional. If a man can't point to me, then that's what I'm doing. What am I doing? I think they just make transactional where people throw the love away. So now people don't put the love into it. It's like if I don't really get what I'm getting, I'm out. So, but if we can blend both, I think it's always nice. When there's a love with transactional, I think we'll definitely be fine because then we're all winning. But I think people just don't have it. So, to the next episode, Biggie, what would you like to say to us? Oh, sorry, I stopped you. My bad. Disrespect. I'm being wrong. Let a lady say one or two things. So, what would you like to say while we always say one or two things before we end. So, what would you like to say to our audience? Y'all could go. Yeah.
Thank you for having me. Hopefully, I'll be back. And
You'll be back. I'll drag you back.
you drag me back. Okay.
Call me back. 100.
I'm gonna keep it raw and real.
Because I like your raw, man.
Raw and real.
Don't be our uncles anymore.
Raw and real.
Raw and real.
That's it. All day, every day.
All day, every day. And hopefully you like my opinion. If you don't, oh well. That's it.
I like that. So what about you?
Thank you for having me as well. I would just say always stay true and authentic and just be yourself.
Yes.
Oh, she kind of copied part of your word. That's yo.
Oh, I didn't know.
You got it. So until next time, we say peace and love as we continue to connect the dot. Peace out.